What words best describe your overall memories of the FIFA World Cup in Qatar in 2022?
Well, the FIFA World Cup Qatar 2022 was simply the best World Cup ever. Happiness, joy, pride, fulfillment, everything that one can dream of when he thinks about the maximum that football can offer to the world has happened in Qatar in 2022. At this particular World Cup, we had 5 billion viewers from home. We had 3.5 million almost spectators in the stadiums. 1.5 million came from all over the world in a joyful atmosphere. We had incredible matches. We had excitement. We had passion. We had heartbeat. We had joy. We had tears. We had emotion. We had everything.
And the fact that I was there as well, and the fact that it was so compact, and it gave you a unique opportunity as well, didn't it?
It was a unique World Cup as well, in the sense that its compact nature allowed me to attend all 64 games. This is definitely a unique achievement in history, but many fans could attend also multiple games every day, and everything was closed. The players could go back to their hotels, to their headquarters immediately after the game without having to fly somewhere. So also from a player's perspective, it was extremely positive. The weather was perfect, the pitches were perfect, the stadiums were beautiful, everything was fantastic.
On the pitch and off the pitch, as you said, a unique tournament. If you think about those aspects on the pitch and then off the pitch, what made this one so special? What are the things that stick in your memory?
Well, obviously, most importantly for most of the fans around the world is what happens on the pitch, and on the pitch it was a unique World Cup as well. 172 goals record, number of goals scored in a FIFA World Cup final tournament. We had 3 Asian teams, for example, proceeding to the next round. We had an African team for the first time in history in the semi-final with Morocco. We had excitement, we had surprises, we had heartbeat, and we had certainly the best final ever. Thrilling, entertaining, goals here and there, extra time, penalty kicks, I mean everything, epic. Off the pitch as well, it was an incredible success. We had no incidents whatsoever. We had a joyful atmosphere. We had 2 million people in the fan zone, in the fan festival of FIFA. We had fans coming from all over the world and enjoying football. We had 8 state-of-the-art stadiums, from Al Bayt, where the opening took place, to Lusail, where the final took place. All 8 stadiums were absolutely stunning, fantastic. Over 53,000 spectators per match. Attendance going in, going out of the stadiums, everything ran smoothly. The airport was fantastic. Everything worked extremely well. So I would say huge success on the pitch, and obviously as well for an organizer of a World Cup off the pitch, thanks to Qatar, thanks to FIFA, thanks to our teamwork, and thanks to the way we together put this up.
Was it important to overcome a level of skepticism about the ability of certain, maybe other nations elsewhere in the world, to be able to stage this sort of event?
Well, definitely it was important that the World Cup goes for the first time somewhere else, not in the usual countries, so to say, to go to Qatar, to go to the Arab world. This is part of our vision as well, of making football truly global, and having a World Cup being organized in Qatar for the first time allowed, I think, 2 major things to happen. The first one is that the World Cup was definitely a catalyst for positive change in the country, in Qatar, not just as far as the infrastructure, but as well as far as rights, for example, workers' rights. So me saying it, it's the International Labour Organization saying that. And hundreds of thousands of workers today have much better conditions than before this World Cup happened, thanks to the changes that happened. And this is definitely one of the elements. And the second element that this World Cup contributed to was that it opened the door to the world to visit and to witness and to enjoy as well a new culture, the Arab culture, a welcoming way of a country, of a whole region, the whole GCC region, who welcomed fans from all over the world. For many, it was the first time going and witnessing and experiencing the Arab world, and they found out that actually, well, these people there are welcoming. You have, you can enjoy. You have a great atmosphere, good food, everything that every fan wants was absolutely there. So from that perspective, definitely as well, a huge success.
Why was it significant for FIFA to put its one of its flagship tournaments in an Arab nation?
Well, FIFA is a global organization, obviously, and I think it is important that whilst maybe some people were asking, and some were asking me as well, in the years before the World Cup took place, why Qatar? Our answer has always been, why not? Right? FIFA has 211 countries who are part of FIFA, and they're all the same. They all have exactly the same rights and the same duties, and if a country can host a World Cup, then of course they should be allowed to host it. And I think, again, this is part of making football truly global, of uniting as well the people through football. And this particular World Cup, with the fact that it was concentrated in one place, not just one country, but basically one city, contributed really to create this unity amongst fans who were mingled in the streets, in the different areas of the cities, and finally as well in the stadiums.
You're the FIFA president, but I know that also you're just a massive football fan. What was your favourite game of that tournament?
I attended all 64 games, so for me, as a football fan, this is already a dream. Well, it's actually more than a dream, something that you could not even dream that came true. And actually, before, when I decided that I would like to attend all 64 games, I was a bit scared, because I said, well, maybe I will fall asleep during some of the games because it will be a lot, but actually not, because every game was very, very entertaining. But I think the climax was really the final. An incredible game, incredible results, extra time, penalties, last second chances on one side, and then of course on the other side, Messi scoring 3 goals, Mbappe scoring 4 goals, including the penalties, of course, and just incredible emotions. And this is what football only can write, right? And I think if we ask, or if we would have asked before the World Cup, the best filmmaker in the world to write us the most thrilling and exciting final, it wouldn't have turned out like that. It was really unique. And then, of course, Leo Messi winning the World Cup at his 5th attempt. He's participated in 5 World Cups, and he won it finally, including playing the highest number of games, 26 games, that any player has played. Before him it was Lothar Matthäus with 25 games. Lothar as well, of course, world champion in 1990 in Italy. But this shows a lot how a great player like Leo Messi fights with his nation, with his team, and becomes finally world champion. So an incredible emotion to hand over the trophy to him, obviously. But France also in that final put up a great game. Again, Mbappé scored a hat-trick, he scored a penalty as well. He won already the World Cup 4 years earlier. He's still young. Great team, incredible final. And let me just spend one word as well about the fans of Argentina, who were absolutely amazing throughout the tournament. I remember even in the group phase matches, and they started with a defeat against Saudi Arabia. They were supporting their team. Tens of thousands of fans came supporting their team. Even after the games, they were staying in the stadium and chanting and singing for an hour or 2 hours or 3 hours even for their team. And I think this gave the Argentinian players as well a special drive.
You saw all 64 games, which is incredible. But was there a particular moment of that World Cup, either at a game or outside, around the stadium, wherever you were during that very busy and hectic, but no doubt memorable month? The one thing that really sticks there for that sort of sums up, that defines the experience of the World Cup in Qatar.
Well, I think that every single moment of that World Cup has been special. All the people that we met, all the people that were there, the joy, the smile in the eyes of the people, in the faces of all the people who were part of that World Cup, one way or another, was incredible. The games, the matches played were great. But one moment I think that I could capture of that World Cup was definitely the event that we organized in the fan festival of FIFA to thank the volunteers. We had over 400,000 applications to become volunteer at this World Cup. We could select only 20,000 volunteers, and it was very emotional to be with these volunteers who accompanied all of us throughout the tournament, but to have a special event for them, with them, where we could thank them and celebrate them. They were, and volunteers generally are, the face, the smile of a World Cup, the first person that visitors meet, and if that first impact is positive, and the last person before you leave as well who says goodbye to you, if that message is positive, then the whole experience is already great, and the volunteers have been absolutely fantastic as well at this World Cup. Everything was perfect, everything was great, and looking and thinking back, well, I become always emotional.